to the Fanatical Elfz Show, part of the Elfz Network. We are a bunch of wild and crazy Cleveland Browns fans, bringing you all the latest in Browns news. Tune in now. Good evening. It's the Fanatical Elfz Show on the Fanatical Elfz Network. We've got Sam Britton in the house and we've got Steve Gill in the house. I'm John Suchan. Thank you for tuning in right now live on Facebook, YouTube, and the X. If you can't watch us now in our beautiful faces, you can listen to us later on Spotify, on Apple, or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. We will be there. Type in the Fanatical Elfz Network, type in Cleveland Browns podcast. You're going to find us. So thank you. Follow us, subscribe. We love you. We're Browns fans just like you. Steve Gill, how are you doing on this Thursday night?
Doing extremely well. It's hot and humid here in Nashville. It's 86 degrees. Feels like 90. After a week of a ton of rain, and I mean a ton of well-needed rain. Nothing but rain every day. Pour it every day. All those plants that I got in the mail or got them in the ground before it started raining, and now I don't have to water for probably till next week because we're going to get another 1.5 inches tomorrow.
Oof. I think we're north of you with that front because we've cooled down. We're in the low 70s and it's going to be really nice. But we were in that pattern of a lot of rain like you were. We got 6-7 inches of rain up here in Columbus. So
we probably got 4.5 inches of rain, which is kind of amazing for 6 days, which I'm not complaining.
That's a lot.
I'm not complaining.
Well, it is spring. It's almost the end of May. I can't believe we're turning the corner here and it's going to be June.
June next week, next Monday.
Crazy. Just crazy. Sam down there in Texas, how are you?
I'm pretty good. We had a lot of rain. It knocked out the power for like 10 minutes. That was weird. We didn't have power and it's like it reached the point where we're like, all right, is it actually going to be gone for like the rest of the day? Type of power outages where it wasn't like a few seconds. It was like, all right, hold on. Are we actually going to have to start, not opening the fridges and freezers and doing all that stuff? And then it came back online. But it's been a lot of rain, a lot of just thunder and lightning, which we've needed. But it's going to be high 80s to low 90s for the next week. So.
Well, we also want to congratulate Sam. He is a new graduate, high school graduate. So congratulations, Sam.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like a speech or something?
Yes, we want.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, I'm not giving a speech.
Oh, darn.
Oh man, now I'm disappointed. He's wearing, if you listen to our show later, he's wearing an awesome Dr. Pepper shirt with his cowboy hat. Classic.
Very Texan.
Very. It's great, Sam. We've watched you grow and before our eyes. When you started,
you can tell I'm a real Texas person because I'm supporting a losing franchise like all the Texas fans are.
Ooh.
It's either the Stars, Rangers, or Cowboys. Cowboys can't do anything. Stars are like second best team, and then they get swept. And Rangers are just kind of like hanging in there.
Yeah, what are the Rangers doing this year?
They haven't been terrible, but they're not great.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you. Congratulations on your being a graduate, and we have a lot to talk about. Well, not a lot. It's a little bit. Steve, I know we've been watching the OTAs. I know the conversation. We talk about this offline, and we talk about it online. And you do any sorts of searches. You look online. There's a lot of Cleveland fans that are talking about the Browns recently. The conversation continues to spin about the quarterbacks, about Myles Garrett. So there are things that people are talking about, but I'm at the point too, and maybe you want to talk more about this, guys. But I mean, I feel like this is a broken record almost, and this is the new season's starting. We have a new coach, and I know there's some people out there in social media that are showing all these videos and talking about how things are different. Maybe with Todd Monken, and that's great that we're seeing these things or reading about them. But I'm thinking to myself, as a longtime Browns fan, this is 3.5 months away from the season starting. I'm just not very interested this season. I don't know if have I been. Is it just me? Probably because maybe you guys are more hyped. I'm just a little bit like, okay. So, Steve, what do you think about what's going on this week with OTAs? Are you excited? Are you disappointed that Myles Garrett isn't there?
I could care less. I mean, Myles Garrett wasn't there last year, and the last time I checked, he was Defensive Player of the Year, and he set a new sack record. Yep. So maybe he should stay away every year. I'm just saying. As for OTAs, we're back to our yearly tradition after the Cavs bomb out in the playoffs about talking about quarterbacks and quarterback competition. By the way, if your team is having a quarterback competition, that means they don't have one good quarterback. I mean,
yes.
If you got one good quarterback, you don't have a competition.
Correct.
Yeah, these OTAs things. I mean, you got to remember certain things. One, they're in shorts and t-shirts. Two, today they were starting on the opponent's 30-yard line. It's not like they were driving down the field. Three, they're in shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
Four, there are only 3 starters at OTA right now on the defense. Tyson Campbell. 3, Quincy Williams and Carson Schlesinger. And then you also have to remember they're in shorts and t-shirts, no contact. Yeah, like yesterday I heard that Deshaun Watson threw a touchdown. Well, touchdown pass. Well,
according to the tracker, he threw 6.
Well, a guy I know who's actually at the camp said it was slow developing. If it was actual game speed, he would have been sacked. So, those are the type of things you got to take into consideration. Of course, he's going to look good. I mean, he's going against backups in shorts and t-shirts with no contact. Once he puts the pads on, then I'll pay attention to what's going on in training camp.
They were talking about the zip on Watson's ball a year ago. If somebody was recalling last year in this.
Well, you mean
last
Sanders? Watson didn't participate last year.
He didn't participate?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
He had just torn his Achilles tendon for the second time.
Whatever the case is, I mean, everyone's trying to talk out of their butts. It's just nuts. I mean,
well,
people are saying anything they want about this. I mean,
last week, Monken said no one had a clear advantage. The offensive coordinator, Switzer, said today, no one has a clear advantage.
Right.
These are the coaches. These are the guys who should know. I don't know how you parlay that into one or the other having an advantage. If the coaches are saying no one has an advantage, why are you saying one has the advantage over another? I mean, I will die on this hill. Once they put the pads on, you're going to see how bad Watson really truly looks.
And that's part of like you talked about this, Sam. You and I have talked about this a little bit, I think, last week, and just Steve, your anticipation. I've listened to Jeff and Rod Bloom on the Browns Blitz too, and they talked about it a few weeks ago. And just Watson's timeline, all of this conversation that's being pushed by Haslam and the owner, and all of this, and the media is following suit, but really, he's not physically, he's not ready to go. And they were suggesting, and you've suggested, I mean, it's going to be week 10 to 12 to 13, even if you want to consider playing this guy. So I just find it ridiculous that we're talking about him starting in week 1. I don't know why people are believing that. I guess that's the hard part. Sam, what do you think about that? Because that's really where I'm baffled by why fans, maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe I've been a fan too long, but it's blowing my mind that people are buying this crap. Sam, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even gotten to June yet. No one knows anything.
Yeah.
Like, we still have all of June, all of July, all of August, and half of September before anything happens. So, realistically, Deshaun Watson probably won't have any shot until probably week 13, I'd say, week 12, if he's even considered. Past that, you're only going to start him if you're desperate. If Shadur has bombed and has done nothing, and Dylan Gabriels has thrown like 8 interceptions in 2 games, then maybe you consider it. But your guys just have to be average, really, for Watson to have no chance of starting. So yeah, it's a bit ridiculous.
All right. So there have been some conversations about both these quarterbacks and how they look. We've addressed Deshaun. As far as Shador Sanders is concerned, is there anything that you're hearing or seeing? The little things that I've seen at least suggest that he's improving. But again, it's just people talking. There are people at the camp. I don't know, Sam or Steve. You said you have somebody that's there at the camp. Has anybody said anything to you that
Well,
you about Shador?
he is improving. Yesterday there were times where he was overthinking things. If he was just get everything out of his mind and just let his athletic ability take over, don't hesitate. He's still hesitating. He's still thinking about things. And again, we're paying non-contact, non-pass rush, 3 defensive starters, and so it's right now. It's just they're playing catch in their shorts and t-shirts right now, and that's quarterback tracker is
speaking of
asinine at this point. I can't wait till June 9th when all the veterans are there.
So June 9th is the day. Okay.
9th to the 11th is the mandatory training camp when everybody's supposed to be there. I can't wait for that. They'll still be in shorts and t-shirts, but you're going to see a lot of better defensive effort on the field. Now, the one thing that has impressed me, 2 things. Quinshon Judkins is ready to go. He's still a little sore.
Coming off a broken ankle
and a fracture. So he is ready to go. And 2, Denzel Boston is a beast. My God, that kid is a beast. I mean, he ran past Tyson Campbell, and Tyson Campbell is one of the fastest guys in the league on something. I mean, he just bolted past him. So I am looking forward to more Denzel Boston.
I was just going to mention that because those Denzel Boston and the other wide receiver Casey Concepcion.
Good
Sam,
catch.
are you excited about those 2 guys?
Yeah, I definitely want to see what they can do. I think it'll be very interesting.
See, now I'm writing an article. I guess this is the next conversation I want to. Part of that is with what we just mentioned. These guys. There was a article somebody else wrote, I think for Fansided or one of these Spin Zone or whatever, and they were talking about certain players on certain teams and if something were to happen to them, how it would change the outlook for these teams. And what the player that the Browns were mentioned on was Harold Fannin, and it was suggested in this article that if Harold Fannin, who had a groin injury in the past, there's people speculated he might have some sort of tweak or something recently. They're suggesting that if the Browns don't have someone like Harold Fannin, who caught over 700 yards passing and did a lot of great things as a rookie, well, that's going to put a dent in the Browns offense. And I'm writing an article in response to that right now and saying, okay, yeah, maybe he doesn't play or maybe he gets injured, but we've just drafted 2 amazing rookie wide receivers, Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion. So, Sam, what do you think about that? Are you concerned if someone like Harold Fannin, obviously Harold Fannin is fantastic, and I totally looking forward to seeing what he can do, but if he were to be injured or something, would that have an effect on this team? And I'm just super excited about these other rookies, and like even Steve said, Quinshon Judkins in year 2. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, I think this draft could be really, really good. I like both of those guys, Boston and Concepcion. They both look good. I'm excited to see what they can do. hopefully the quarterback production is enough to actually get them yards. But yeah, I think they both could be pretty solid receivers. And sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you just need that consistent 3 kind of guy to just get you yards. And maybe that's more important than that kind of superstar player.
Okay, Steve, same sort of topic here because Harold Fannin was used a lot.
Oh
You know,
yeah, he was used a ton.
so if
Well, he's the only
yeah,
weapon, really. I mean,
I mean we're speculating a lot right now, right? Because we got 2 rookies that are looking on right now and in shorts and t-shirts like, oh my gosh, they could be really fantastic, but they haven't played a game yet. So
true. But if these guys are that talented, they'll make Jerry Jeudy better, and they'll make Isaiah Bond better, who's in
yeah,
his second year. He came in late, undrafted, had to wait for a little court case that got dismissed. So he's further developed. They still got Corley, who I absolutely love. So, I think the rookies can pick up the slack. I still think they need to get a veteran tight end. I wrote a blog Monday starting to highlight positions, and the first one, of course, is defensive end. They signed Mpenza or whatever his last name is, and he failed a physical.
yes,
So that tells me they're still looking for a veteran defensive end. But I still think they could pick up a veteran tight end, running back possibly, safety, corner.
yeah.
So, these are positions that, the roster isn't quite set yet. It's at 90, but it's not quite set yet. They still could benefit, but especially a veteran tight end, a number 2 tight end. Because after Fannin, it's Royer
Well, and
the Travers kid, who are both being used as, well, Travers is being used as he's got a fullback number on. He's wearing number 48. So I still think they need a veteran tight end to come in, even though they got Whitehart and Brandon Bates, who actually had the best day at OTAs yesterday. So we'll see. But they still need a tight end. And that would help Fannin out to take the load off of it. Well, also, a new offensive line and a running game.
Well, that's what I was just going to ask you.
Everybody keeps forgetting that our new offensive coordinator was the running coordinator for the Ravens last year under Moken. So this guy knows how to teach how to run the ball. And they got a pretty good running back coach in Deuce Staley. So, offensive line is better. It makes the whole offense work.
Well, and that's the speculation. I think that's where I think we are going to be more run heavy, which I think all of us. I mean, I like that. And if Quinshon Judkins comes off this broken ankle and has a good season like he did last year, and he improves on that, Tyler Sampson? No, Dylan Sampson.
Sampson. Yeah.
We haven't really talked much about him, and he was, coming in. He did some good things last season. So
yeah, he did. He just needs to learn to block.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Jerry Jeudy right now? I mean, I'm totally disgusted with the guy because of how he's turned things off, and I think he's a mental case personally, and I don't think he's going to do much. But are you guys both high on Jerry Judy's upcoming season?
Yeah,
Sam, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, I'm interested to see what he can do. I haven't seen him prove a whole lot, though, other than that he can drop the football.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. Like, I mean, he's talking about it, but part of it is the mental side of it. So maybe
I feel like drops have just gone up in the NFL, to be honest. Like, I've seen a lot of players dropping footballs in the past year, especially. So I'm not sure. I'd like to see what he can do, though. I'd like to see.
Are you the same way, Steve? With
well, with Jameis Winston as quarterback, he set a receiving record as a Cleveland Brown. Yes. So it all depends on the quarterback. I mean, last year he really didn't have a lot of opportunities. An aging Joe Flacco, who I know he's going to be back one more year in Cincinnati. I think he should retire. And then you had 2 rookies. So he just needs stability at quarterback. And I don't know This is a tough quarterback room to judge.
Let me ask you before since we're talking about the quarterbacks right now, since everyone's talking about it, there's this other guy out there that did the gambling or whatever. What's this kid's name?
Sorsby.
That people are speculating that the Browns could be interested still in getting him in this supplemental draft. Is there any possibility of that? Anybody? Okay.
He's gonna. Well, he lost his court case, and as soon as a team picks him, he's going to be suspended for a year. Terrell Pryor got suspended for a year, and he was giving away his own stuff. So this guy bet on the sport he plays, and the one thing the NFL hates is when players gamble, and especially if you do it in a facility. So he is more than likely, whoever takes a chance, I doubt anyone is going to waste a draft pick on a kid that's going to be suspended for a year.
I guess it's just been like, it's again one of these things being pushed by a lot of like.
Of course, we're a quarterback needy franchise, and the fans are feeding off that because the media knows the fans are feeding off that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish the Guardians would go on like a 25-game winning streak right now. Then I wouldn't have to listen to this crap.
Speaking of the Guardians,
the Cavs would let me down again this year.
We're not we talk about it on some of our other shows, but yeah, the Guardians or the Cavs were just humiliated horribly. Lost it. Anyway, we all know what happened. If you're a Cleveland fan, you know how it all ended. The baseball team, though, they're playing good. I've got some. I'm going to a couple games with my wife. I'm going to a Guardians game a couple weeks in June, and then I'm going with some friends in July. Now I found out, so looking forward to getting up there for some baseball. It's a great ballpark. If any, Sam, if you ever get up here to Cleveland, you got to.
Yeah, I mean, ours is pretty good as well. So yeah,
you got a pretty nice place down there.
Only they open the roof. That'd be nice.
Is it retractable?
Yeah, and it opens about 2 times out of the year.
Yeah, because it's so hot.
I haven't seen AT&T's roof open in like 2 years. So.
Oh my. Okay.
Because they have to go through processes. I believe the NFL has to authorize the roof opening, if I'm not mistaken, which makes it take
I think you're right.
Which makes it like virtually impossible. It has to be like no wind, no sun, no moon. The players can't even be on the field.
Hey, all right. Let's pause for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on the Fanatical Elfz Network. We're back. It's the Fanatical Elfz Show. It's a Thursday night, and that's what we do. We talk Cleveland Browns football. Thanks for tuning in, following us. We are ordinary, crazy fans just like you. We love talking football. I was talking. Drop some things off. By the way, shout out to our contestant who won a couple weeks ago. Your prize is in the mail. So be looking for that. I'll contact you on a DM here in a minute. But also, when I was at the post office, the gentleman that helps me out sometimes, he knows me a little bit, and he says, "Oh, I've been watching your little clips there on Facebook." I'm like, "Oh, you've been watching our little clips?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he says, "Yeah, I really like listening." He's watching those, and says, "Great." So we have we have our show, and then we take some of those clips and we put it out there, and we appreciate that. You can follow us on TikTok at the Elfz Network, ELFZ, whatnot, and then we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, so follow along. As we grow. I think Steve, you had a couple hot videos that people got very engaged in about Deshaun Watson and such. So
the schedule.
Yes, and the schedule.
The NFL giving the finger to the Cleveland Browns.
Yes,
Baltimore doesn't play a team that had a winning record last year. I think it's the first 8 games.
Really? Okay.
They played teams that were sub 500 last year in their first 8 games.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
That is ridiculous. I mean, come on. This is supposed to be the easiest schedule. Well, we'll see. things always iron out, and 5 teams usually who made the playoffs last year don't make the playoffs next year. That's
Right.
mostly given. And the team that loses the Super Bowl doesn't make it back. So
Yeah.
if you're a Patriots fan, sorry.
The 4-game, I mean, we have a 4-game homestand, which is nice, but that's after week 10 or 11. We have the first 6 of our 9 games are on the road. The first 2 are in Florida. I wrote an article in response to a gentleman, again for Fansided, NFL Spin Zone, who thinks the Browns are going to win 6 games at least. He's saying that's the floor. Which
Vegas modern NFL, it's pretty difficult to lose more than about 12 games, I'd say.
Yeah,
that's a good.
You got to be really, really bad, or
you got to be really bad, or have some unbelievably bad luck.
Yeah.
Well,
Vegas has them at 6.5.
Right.
And that's only because of the quarterback position.
Yeah.
So, if someone emerges, then it's not going to be Deshaun Watson. Can we get rid of this notion? Well, the Mariners won the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold didn't put the Seahawks on his back and carry him to the playoffs. I think the other guys on the team and that defense had something to do with it. So
yeah,
I heard that today and just almost ran off the road.
There are, I mean, I think right now, I think most fans we're just kind of at the point where we've got a new coach. I know, Steve, you talked a little bit about him. I think you're pretty high on Todd Monken, and a lot of fans are.
I like him.
He's
60 years old. This is his first shot. The way he talks, he's so grateful to get this opportunity. I mean, he nearly cried at the opening press conference. Mm-hmm. So for those of you who think they're going to tank, I don't think so. I don't think tanking is in this guy's vocabulary. He's brutally honest. Mm-hmm. He handles the media in Cleveland like an expert. I mean, he knows where they're going with a question before they're halfway through with it, and he shoots it down as soon as he answers. Mm-hmm. So I love it. And he knows who his quarterback's going to be, and you're not going to find out until July training camp. So get used to it.
What do you think, though, Steve? I mean, is it...
if I had to guess right now, it's a process of elimination. I mean, I will die on this hill. Deshaun Watson won't play again for the Browns. I'm just... so
that
if I had to guess, I think it's going to be Shedeur Sanders. He just needs to loosen up a little bit and just trust his instincts. The offensive line will definitely help it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to see him running backwards next year, retreating constantly and throwing off his back foot. Big mistakes. But I think Monken as a quarterback developer, that's what he does. Mm-hmm. So let's see.
This same article had the Steelers winning 8 games, but then they also had the Bengals and the Ravens winning 11 games. They were gung ho on Cincinnati.
There's a couple really bad other divisions in the NFL, in the AFC. If that happens, what are we playing? We're playing the AFC South and the NFC South.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, there's going to have to be some pretty bad divisions.
Well, and then they're giving 11 wins to or 12 wins to a Baltimore team that's got a new coach. I know they've got Lamar Jackson and everything else, but I don't know. I'm not. I think this division is going to be tight again, like we've seen in recent. I mean, I know Cleveland only won 5 games, but I think the battles amongst the divisional opponent or within the division are going to be big games, and I think they could, they'll tilt this division one way or the other, obviously. So I'm excited about that.
The Browns just have to improve on offense. All they got to do is score a touchdown more a game, and then they'll hit last year's league average. for
Right.
offense. So
The number of touchdowns caught by wide receivers was non-existent, really, or just
was it
yeah.
2 or 4?
Yeah, and just catches in the end zone was very low. So just the fact that we're bringing in two rookies like Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston should help in that department. If Jerry Jeudy can hit it off with whoever the quarterback is, then that's good as well. So Harold Fannin came along nicely, especially that second part of the season. He did miss a couple games toward the end, but
yeah.
And then again, this offensive line, this new rookie Spencer Fanow, you add in all these other guys, Zion Johnson, the what is it, Jenkins?
Jenkins.
Yeah, I mean some good guys there.
Titus Howard. I mean,
yeah, no one's talking about Titus Howard much.
Because the quarterback competition draws the clicks.
Yeah.
I'll wait till the veteran mini camp and then training camp before I'll get truly excited. Yeah. I mean, I like watching the videos. It's great to see the helmets and the t-shirts and shorts and then the working out and everything, but just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Well, folks, Sam, I know you've been writing a little bit for Cleveland Sports Talk, and you got your Browns Breakdowns show. What are your final thoughts on? I know it's kind of a dead part of the year, kind of, and we are doing the OTAs right now.
Yeah.
We do have, like Steve was mentioning, starting June 9th, we've got the veterans coming in. Is that the mandatory mini camp?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What do you think about all that?
Yeah, I mean, things are gonna happen now. Is it gonna mean anything? Not really. Technically, it means something, but even training camp in the modern NFL doesn't really mean a whole lot because of all the player association things where it's like you're not allowed to like run because you could tear your ACL and things. So it's very hard to tell if things actually mean something or they don't, especially when it comes to practice. But I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to see Shedeur. I want him to succeed. Do I think he's going to succeed? Maybe. Like, it's hard to tell, especially because Browns aren't, at least going off of last year, the Browns aren't an amazing team. We don't have a core that I feel like is going to boost Shedeur to the point of being able to contend for playoff spots and maybe a little further like the divisional round. But you never know, right? The rookies, we had such an amazing rookie class last year. If we have another one like that this year, you could have a really dangerous team in the next 2 to 3 years. If you can find that at your core and build upon it, you can certainly have a good team.
Steve, you even said that in your podcast too about just the talent. And if this next group and other people in the national and local media have speculated that could be, I know you're saying that maybe it won't make a big difference for Shedeur or whoever's playing quarterback, but I really do think it could make a difference if we do hit big with this recent group that we've drafted and some of the players we brought in free agency and traded for.
I think, it's all on the offense. I mean, I look at these players and there's a different mindset. You look at Mason Graham, who admitted that he played with a fractured rib and then broke it. He fractured it during San Francisco game, then broke it early in the Tennessee game and still played. I mean, come on, you get players like that and you're building a winning culture and you're building a successful culture and you're going to win games with guys like that. So, the talent is definitely getting better, definitely improved roster. Let's just get, the big thing is getting these guys to mesh. I mean, they have 25 new players on the squad. And so, and I think 10 of them are 5-year veterans or higher. I mean, so it's a young team. And it's a new team, and you got to get them to gel. That's why I'm going to pay close attention to when the veterans get there. I know they're still going to be in their shorts and without shoulder pads, but still, I'll be interested in watching the videos from that. And then when July rolls around, you'll get your first depth chart, and heads will explode. Doesn't matter what's on it. I mean, Monken even said that, when they keep asking about the starting quarterback, he said, well, you'll know when we start training camp in July. When the first depth chart comes out, that's who will have the advantage.
Yeah.
So we'll just, oh God, I just wish that, a 40-game winning streak by the Guardians. I'd love that right now. I got to have something here. Or maybe if, they do a sign and train, LeBron comes back to Cleveland, they can talk about that for months.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. No. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much time right now. We've all said that, and that's what we'll continue to do. We appreciate you guys tuning into us. I know, Steve, you've got your blog, Sam writes for Cleveland Sports Talk. You can read my stuff on Dog Pound Daily and also Northeast Ohio Sports Insider. So tune in, read those things as they come out. And we appreciate you following our network here, wherever you listen to us on Facebook or the X or YouTube. So any final thoughts from either one of you before we leave tonight?
Deshaun Watson isn't starting until week 13.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to start at all.
No, I don't think he's going to start at all either.
I can't see it. The guy has been through too many injuries. I just can't. I can't wait to see him in shoulder pads and see what happens.
Yeah.
And when there's actual pressure. I tell you that scrimmage with Buffalo will be a telling time. That last, I think that's the last preseason activity they have, is the scrimmage with Buffalo. That'll tell us a lot about where that team is. That late in the season, if injuries don't come up and bite them in the ass, then I think that'll be a very, very telling scrimmage. Because usually when you scrimmage, and that's another thing, it's going to be interesting to see how this preseason stuff, because, when Stefanski was head coach, if the starters played during a scrimmage, they wouldn't play in the preseason game. I am dying to find out how Monken handles this, because that's the next great debate after the quarterback controversy is, why aren't the starters playing?
Yeah. No, we have a lot of time to figure all that out. And
go Guardians.
Go Guardians. Come on back home, LeBron.
Yeah, do something. Give us a month of something else to talk about.
Team, guys.
Well, you never know.
Everybody, thanks again for tuning in here to the Fanatical Elfz Show on a Thursday night. We'll plan on being back next week. We'll keep everybody posted, but I hope everybody has a good, restful and fun, exciting week ahead. I know summer's starting for many of our students in our schools and graduates like Sam here, who's wearing his Dr. Pepper shirt. So have a very good week, guys. Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Yeah, go Browns.
Right there.